Honorable Ghartey, welcome to Eyewitness News.
Thank you very much, sir.
We have not seen you doing a walk in Accra. Instead, you went all the way to Canada. How is your campaign coming out?
Well, my campaign is coming up well. I mean, this is a time for, in my view, for the family meeting, if I can call it that. We are going to a very particular set of people who are going to vote in August, at the end of August. So our focus is there. I'm not criticizing anybody's campaign. I mean, you decide what you want to do, but my campaign team has decided at this time that we will not do certain things. We'll do them at the appropriate time for us.
So you are doing an in-person campaign, or you're meeting the groups and you're doing it on the quiet, because you also need the media side of things, don't you?
Yes, I mean, so I went to Canada. I think it's in the media. We went to Ahafu during the weekend. I think it will be in the media tomorrow. The Ahafu meeting was very good. I mean, after I finished talking to them, they were rather reminding me of times that I've come to Ahafu, I think before 2020. And they were reminding me of funerals I attended, rallies I attended. I had assisted them in the past. And it was very exciting. That meeting broke into singing of songs of praise, because after I finished speaking, they seemed to have bought into the message quite well. I'm meeting Greater Accra. From there, I'll go to Eastern Region, Water. So we are working. Fortunately or unfortunately, I'm a member of Parliament. So today, for example, I'm just coming out of Parliament. They called us back. I have to have a responsibility there too. So we are working according to our parliamentary duties as well. So I have no problem at all with how my campaign is going. The external branches also vote. Each external branch has 3 votes. I think together they have about 80 votes. And the good thing about the external branch is that I think that by virtue of where they are and what they do, they have some level of independence, as you say that. If you ask me to expand on it, I won't expand on it. A word to the wise is enough.
I see.
I'm not Jesus, but Jesus said he was the let here. So I had an excellent meeting with them. They considered me for about 2 hours on various sectors. The economy was their main concern, which is the main concern of a lot of Ghanaians. And after I finished talking to them, they wrote a letter to me, an interesting letter, which they said that they could see that I was a visionary, charismatic, and humble, servant-like leader. And they felt that if I was given the opportunity, I can take Ghana onto the path of prosperity. That was their view. I solicited a letter from them, signed by their secretary. So as far as I'm concerned, my campaign is moving on well and according to plan.
I see. The ineffective rail sector of Ghana would continue to be an albatross around your neck, considering that you were the first minister for that sector in the Akufo-Addo government. The fact that there are no trains running would be attributed to you, whether or not you are the current minister. The fact that there's no SkyTrain in the air over the Circle interchange would be attributed to you, whether or not you are the current minister. How do you hope to disentangle yourself from that albatross?
Well, first of all, I know if you hadn't brought up SkyTrain, I would have given you an award, because I know every time I talk to you, you bring it up. I think you have been, some people have organized for you to continue to bring it up, and think that it will perhaps let me vanish from the sea. But
funny enough, those people are from Esikado, very, very close to your home. So you have to take it up with them.
I want to assure you that whether the people are from Esikado or from the Eastern region where you come from, it will not run away.
Greater Accra. Please don't think I'm from Greater Accra.
Greater Accra, okay, sorry. First of all, I've said it time and time again that we signed the necessary documents, and I wasn't going to sign. And we all know that when you sign an agreement with somebody, it's subject to all kinds of approvals, including parliamentary approval, including approval by cabinet, including PP and so on. I wasn't going to sign a fixed term agreement without a fixed feasibility study, which told me the exact amount of the thing. I'm a lawyer. You know, my son would have been the first person to ask me that. So when they gave me a pre-feasibility that did not have a fixed term, what did I say? And the agreement that we signed is clear. And what I said at that time is clear. And I have no regrets whatsoever. If today I have to sign another agreement like that, I'll sign another agreement like that. The people are supposed to come and do a full feasibility study in 2020, and COVID came, and they didn't come to the country. I didn't say I'm going to do the Ghartey. In any event, the Ghartey $2 billion. It was not government of Ghana's money. It was a foreign investor who was come to do BOT. So the guy does not fulfill conditions. Me, as the protector, as the minister, the person who protect the interests of Ghana, I cannot sign over contracts to people for them to go and look for money abroad. You have to convince me that they have satisfied the conditions before I can take you to cabinet. Whenever I take you to cabinet, they will ask me questions. So what we signed had condition precedents, what they call CP. And I think it had about 11 condition precedents. And if you don't fulfill it, nothing will happen. In any event, even if it had gone to parliament, me and you know that XTS went to parliament. Professor Atamos said famously that he was sending his vice president to go and kneel the head. After they came to parliament to approve it, it didn't come out. Me and you know about Hope City, which was announced. So that was, I mean, if you tell me that Sky City will be hanging around my neck, there are more things hanging around other people's neck. And when it comes to the will speak. I come to the railway sector, please. You ask me a question, let me answer. Mara, I know you.
Go ahead.
Let me answer the question. You ask me about the railway sector. Listen, when I was minister, the trains were moving. Before COVID, the Tema line was moving. And then Takwadi line was moving. I can send you videos. It stopped because of COVID. After COVID and even come to this new minister, the question was that should we continue operating the old gauge, the narrow gauge, or we should just change everything to standard gauge? And let me tell you, instead of buying new land and acquiring new land, if you go to Western region, for example, they are changed, their standard gauge is on the same land that the narrow gauge was on. And as I speak to you, what happened was that it was agreed that we cannot continue to run the trains. They must stop once we complete the line. So we are moving to standard gauge. If you want us to run, I'm sure if you want the minister to run the old trains, which run at 25 miles per hour, it will continue to run. But we are moving to standard gauge. It was during my era, standard gauge was first lead in the country. Just like standard gauge. And so standard gauge will take some time for it to be done. And it's being done. So I don't have a problem with that at all. And I can come to your studio and answer all the questions on the way. And I don't find it as an albatross around my neck. I find it as a blessing.
Very well.
Because when I went to Ahafu, please, Omara, please, don't call me. Yeah, Mama, when you call me, let me answer. When I went to Ahafu, they said to me that if you become president and you do the railway alone, we shall never forget you. I was serving. When I become president, I will take the decisions. And the railway will be my priority.
Okay, can I come in now with my final question?
Please,
the polls have been coming. They are putting Dr. Baumia, Alan Chomantin, and your friend from Fantiland, Kennedy Pong, as the top three. You are not in the top three. How hopeful are you that you can obtain things before your primaries in November?
The polls were coming in Donald Trump time, and he said famously that the only poll that is important is the election. You have even talked about November. Let's look at the August election first, then we come to November. The only poll that is important is the election. And, polls, people do fake polls, they do all kinds of things. Even the kind of questions they ask. I know a poll that they asked. They were asking that they mentioned two names. Between X and Y, who do you think will win? Even the question that they asked for polls, I thought you knew better than that. I'm surprised that you asked this question.
You don't believe in the polls. You don't trust them.
The only poll is the poll that happens on the election day.
If EIU conducts a poll tomorrow and says that you are in the lead, would you trust it?
And the only poll I trust is the poll that is done on election day, the voting. And from what I know, and from the experience I have, even on the last day, this can change.
Very well.
I've been to too many elections to see.
Very well. We'll be following this closely, and then, of course, your campaign as well. And then, if there's need to call you again, which I know there will be so many needs to do that, I would invite you again into our studio, sir.
Please, and when you invite me, you have my permission to ask your two first questions. Where will be Sky Trade? I'll answer them again. Thank you very much.
I'll constantly remind you. Thank you so much. That's honorable.
I had a wonderful evening.
You too. That's Honorable Ghartey, the Skado Keta Member of Parliament, former Attorney General, and NPP Flagbearer, hopeful.